Come on, it's Christmas. All involved. All involved. Fuck them. Fuck them. Do what we want. Do you think Action Bronson would be worried about, yeah? The copyright? Right, probably would. I'll turn it off. This week, Everton beat Arsenal at Goodison in a game that had one of the most exciting endings of any game of the Premier League this season. In the final 6 minutes, Ashley Williams headed home from a corner. Arsenal had 2 chances cleared off the line and probably should have had a penalty. Everton also should have scored in the final minute. Wenger, though, was less impressed with the spectacle and more interested in blaming the decision-making of the referee. With Wenger, it always seems to be somebody else's fault. It's never his players, it's never his tactics. And from what I saw on Arsenal Fan TV after the game, not many of them were actually blaming the officials. They weren't making much sense other than that, though.
Big man ting. Big man ting, blood. It's now, fam. Come on, Rob, now. Let's be real now, fam, innit? Let's be real now, blood. This is a joke, fam.
Koeman summed it up perfectly. According to Ronald, he has beaten Arsenal in his last 3 home games against the club. And each time, Wenger claims it's the referee's fault. Tell you what, James, Wenger, he's got a problem with authority. Bullied at school. Craig, was you bullied at school? Yeah, I thought so. In this game, Wenger's main complaint seemed to be the corner conceded that Williams scored from, but the ball actually came off an Everton player and should have been a goal kick. There's 2 things here. One, this sort of thing happens in almost every game. You can't expect a human being to make the right decision every single time. It's natural, it's a way of things. Second, defend your corner. As I've said on Talking Balls many times, corners are very difficult to score from. The goal wasn't conceded because the ref made a mistake, it's because Williams was unchallenged. He was free to head the ball into the net. It wasn't defended properly. Ergo, it's your fault and not Clattenburg's. Take a little bit of responsibility for your team's inefficiencies. Cheer up, Arsenal fans. So Arsenal lose 1 game, and as crazy as football is, their next game against City is a must-win. Not because it'll have any bearing on the title race at this stage of the season, but because you can imagine the reaction from Arsenal fans if they lose again. Fingers crossed for that one. This week, we saw Pep Guardiola's mask slip. He went on the offensive about the way the game is played in England, that tackling is not a skill, and he'll never train his players to tackle. He even wants 6 subs, James. We know how he feels. Please subscribe. It's Christmas after all. Now, this is probably the toughest part of his career, the most difficult part that he's ever had to kind of work through. And the normally calm and cultured manager has started to get a little antsy. It's almost as if Pep hadn't read into what the Premier League is all about. That the reason it's the most watched league in the world is the drama of the final minutes of Everton and Arsenal. It's not perfectly pitched tactics and winning the title by March. We want to see a competition, not domination. So Pep, if you're finding it difficult, you are the best manager in the world after all. Embrace it, feel grateful that you're part of the greatest show on earth. Or something. So booing has been on the agenda again this season. United fans are booing Fellaini, West Ham fans are booing Nordveit. Is that right? Nordveit. I want to know why West Ham fans are booing Nordveit.
Why they are?
Yeah. Now, for the record, I've only ever booed once in a game, and that was when Hossam Ghali threw the Tottenham shirt on the ground after being substituted. But that was more about him disrespecting the club. And to be fair, I'd have lamped him rather than booed him. Now, I've never really seen the value in booing one player. How can this possibly do anything other than crush the confidence of that player? You out there, why do you boo? Let us know in the comments below. Have you ever thought about why you do it? Or is it nothing more than an uncontrollable urge to make a noise because you're frustrated? Because that's essentially what you're doing. Or are you hoping for some sort of positive outcome? And what might that be? Florent Malouda, do you remember him? Well, here's him taking the worst penalty on earth.
He's focused, he's got his eyes.
Yeah. Douglas got and watch.
Oh my Lord! Oh my!
Man like Robbie here. Time to take a look at the weekend's games.
I had to have this talk with you because my happiness, it depends on you and whatever you decide to do, Jamesy. Don't marry her. Come with me.
I've got to marry her, mate. We've spoken about it. It's Matty. The whole thing is a shambles. This was a comment on You Decide. Not sure if it's about the show itself,
yeah.
or about the Ballon d'Or, which of course happened this week, 2016's winner. is Ronaldo.
Ballon d'Or is a shambles, should be stopped until Messi and Ronaldo retire. Done.
Just because you're wasting people's time.
You're wasting everybody's time. Like, no one cares that Ronaldo got it yesterday. No one was celebrating. So Ronaldo didn't even care.
Yeah.
Messi didn't care.
And also, it's stats driven, which I understand completely. But what about these great players who don't score goals, who don't make assists?
N'Golo Kante.
Exactly.
Vinny Samways.
Sort of.
Kevin Gallen.
Not really. Here's a question for you. Who will be the next Ballon d'Or winner that isn't Messi or Ronaldo?
Oh, that is good.
Let us know in the comments below.
Dele Alli.
David Luiz. Also in that one, I went for Gerrard because I thought in 2005 he had an incredible year, won the Champions League for him. A lot of people didn't seem to like that.
No.
But that's, I mean, look, it's my opinion, I don't care. But Elliot Carroll 456, is James an undercover Liverpool fan?
Oh, hold on. Hold on a minute. I'll take exception to that, Elliot, if that is your real name.
Thanks, Flair.
James is staunch QPR and he happens to love the game and appreciate good players.
Yeah.
But he does like, in fact, love certain things in his life. Saunas, Mary Berry's lemon drizzle cake.
So nice.
Death metal, Dolly Parton, the musicals of Andrew Lloyd Webber, petite Asian women.
My fiance is petite and Asian.
Well, that's fine. Chris from Arsenal Fan TV, Lilt, eating pizza with a knife and fork so it lasts longer.
Menu hack. The point is, I think that you've gone away from slightly. I'm not a Liverpool fan. It was a Champions League round of 16 draw this week. Some fascinating ties going to be happening. The biggest one, of course,
It's not
Bayern
really
Munich.
fascinating though, is it? 'Cause it
Well, not
happens
for you because you're out of it.
every year.
Don't get bitter.
It's not fascinating. It happens every year. So Arsenal
ties
played
can still
Bayern
be
Munich 4
fascinating.
times in the last 5 years. It's not fascinating.
There's a new series of House of Cards every year. It's always fascinating.
Different storylines. This is the same one. Football is an existential crisis. Yeah, it's symptomatic of the horrors of existentialism. There is no end. It just goes round and round and round and round. There is no winners. You're made to believe that they're winners by the Premier League trophy, FA Cup, but before long, there's another winner. So there is no winners. We're just all on this merry-go-round, and we're never getting off until we decide to walk away from the game. And when we all decide to walk away from the game, that's when we'll all be a little bit happier.
Has this got anything to do with Spurs going out? Anyway, got Gangster in Social Club on the Champions League round of 16 draw reaction show. Robbie took it one step too far.
Where their focus is. Oh shit, we might need to give a little bit more because they focus in the team that
it's the one and only Digo Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
You know what happened with the D.R.E.
Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at your door, ready to make an entrance, so back arm up, because you know I'm about to fuck shit up.
No need for that, Robbie. And finally, can diving be stopped? Another topic on Social Club. I thought it was very interesting. You can go and watch that one.
Yeah.
And the general consensus was that, apart from Robbie said diving can be stopped. The others were saying, no, it can't because it's so subjective. However, there was a very good comment by P-Dub. The NBA actually started retroactively giving fines for flopping.
Oh.
Now, flopping, some people might not know what that means. That's in basketball, it's the equivalent of diving. And I don't know basketball too much, but apparently 2012, they started this thing where they'd look at videos. If they saw a player flopping, then they would give him a fine. And I think it's probably helped, I would have thought, because that's what I think is the way forward. Is work with the descent thing. Diving can be stopped, because if you're thinking about it, then you won't do it.
Do you know what flopping is in my
Diving
world?
gone.
It's that moment, and everyone's at it, where you pull an absolute rocket, you get her back to your place,
Or him.
and little Flav ain't interested.
Is yours called Little Flav as well?
Yeah, it's yours called.
Arsenal fans, if you're a bit annoyed at Flav for the comments that he's made, but you've stuck this far, well done. Here's a reward. You can mouse punch Flav's face right here. Go on, do it. That means they subscribe. Fucking idiot. Good show, guys. Really enjoyed that one.
Go on.
All right, I'll see you upstairs.
Off your pop.
All right. Just please stop swanking me.